Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Patriots Real-Time Podcast. I'm your host, Theo Deesnaus, joined alongside Austin Ray. Today we have a special episode planned, but we got to do some housekeeping before that. We got to talk about the Jets-Patriots, which is coming up tomorrow at 1 o'clock in Foxborough Gillette Stadium. But yeah, before we get into that, Austin, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, Theo. How about you? A little bit tired.
Yep, we are both tired. We took the PSATs today. That sucks. But, yeah, anyways, let's get into the episode. I want to do a little, a PSA, not a PSAT, but a PSA. We had a podcast episode that we did. It was all right. I said some things I didn't want to be out there, just so you know. I'm taking full responsibility for that. Austin did not do anything wrong. It was all on me. I said we in the post, but you don't know who runs the account. It's me. I run the Instagram. He runs the YouTube and Spotify. Well, we both kind of run the Spotify, but it was me. It was me. So I'll just say, my bad, guys. It was a good episode. Yeah. Anyways, I'm never getting hired if that ever gets released. Just kidding. Just kidding. It wasn't that bad. Anyways, let's talk the Jets. Let's talk injury reports. Why don't you go with the Jets first, because you never go first.
All right, so here I got the Jets injury report that was posted today by Yahoo Sports. Normally I'm reading out like 700 names of players who are already declared as playing, but I got right here. So right now for out, we have safety Ashton Davis, defensive tackle Lecky Fotu, and offensive lineman Elijah Vera Tucker.
And I think Tony Adams also declared out as well.
Okay, he's on doubtful right now, so very possibly is out. And wide receiver Alan Lazard.
Doubtful as well, yep.
That's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Questionable, we got offensive lineman Morgan Moses and tight end Kenny Yeboah.
Kenny Yeboah. We don't know who he is. It's okay.
It's not a big list, but they've got some.
Oh, that's it? Wow,
yeah.
Okay.
Between Elijah Vera Tucker and Alan Lazard,
They got a few guys, and they're two safeties. They're two starters, so. Yeah, that's a pretty big list. Hassan Reddick, though. Not on that report. Not that he was injured, but he's playing. He is back officially. He's 100% playing against your New England Patriots. Not excited about that one, obviously, because, Hassan Reddick is a good player. I don't think he'll do much. I don't think he'll have an impact because after guys hold out, they just don't do well. I don't think he'll ever be the same player, and I don't apologize. I just think it's dumb to hold out, and when you do, like we see have you ever heard of a holdout that worked and a guy became good? I think of a few examples. Le'Veon Bell, he was never the same player after he held out for that season in Pittsburgh. He should have stayed. I liked Le'Veon Bell, and I still kind of do. I don't think he's done anything.
He was top 5 best running back in the NFL for.
Oh, he was probably number 1. He was so good.
Had him on my fantasy team every year.
I didn't play fantasy football back then, but yeah. Let's get into the Patriots injury report because we're trying to go quick with this stuff because we have a really fun episode planned. But Jalen Polk, Clayton Robinson both out. Polk struggling with the drops, the mental issues. And he does have a concussion. So I don't want to say it's good that he has a concussion because you never want anyone to be injured. But I think it's good for him to clear his head. And obviously I'm not saying that in like a negative way because he has a concussion or anything like that. Austin is frozen right now, but now he's back. He's back. And he was stuck in a confused state, so I was like, what is he looking at? But
that's news to me. I did not know Jalen Polk had a concussion.
Yep, he does. Clayton Robinson out with an ankle. Daniel Aquale, these guys are all questionable. Aquale, Jonathan Jones, Michael Jordan, Vidarian Lowe, Raekwon McMillan, City So, Sione Taki, and then a sneaky guy, Keon White. So this injury report, pretty small compared to last week, which is good. I don't think many guys got injured. Any thoughts on the injury report before we get into something else?
This is not a good injury report for us. There's not as much guys, but there's some big names on here. Keon White, Michael Jordan, Jonathan Jones. Like, these are guys that we need to win the game.
Yeah.
Shout out, Paul. You're going to the game. It looks good for you. I'm not gonna lie. It looks good for the Jets.
I'll be honest. It looked good for the Jets, even if these guys all play. If we're being honest. Before we get to our biggest threat, shout out once again for the third time this season, our guy, Ochan Mathis. Third time elevated from the practice squad. I mentioned it last week, but you probably didn't hear it because we got cut off there. We're sorry for that. His mom follows me on Instagram, so shout out Ochan and his mom. But cool. So they have to sign him to the active roster if they want to elevate him again. So that's cool. Biggest threat, Austin. What's your biggest threat?
All right, my first biggest threat. I'm guessing that we both have. I'm guessing we have both of them together. My first biggest threat is Devontae Adams.
Okay.
Him and Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers is gonna force him one too many balls. I don't think he's gonna have the best game, but I think he's gonna get enough receptions because Aaron Rodgers is trying to throw the ball to him.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I think he's going to try to force him the ball. I didn't put him on the list. I didn't forget about him or anything. I just didn't think. Thought there was other guys. I'm going to go with Aaron Rodgers as my number one. Torched the Patriots last time. This is a get-right game for them. They're 2-5. They just traded for his best receiver of all time. And I think they're going to come out with a statement win. The Jets, hinting at my score prediction, which I'm going to do on the fly. Austin, I don't know if you did score prediction either. But, yeah. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to expose the Patriots defense again because it's not a good defense. It's just not. It's just really sad to say. But what was your second biggest threat? We probably both had this one.
My second biggest threat, it's going to surprise you, was Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, okay.
I know. You were expecting Breece Hall.
I was.
Yeah. Like you said, Aaron Rodgers, he's a Hall of Fame quarterback. The defense, we got torched by freaking Trevor Lawrence.
We did.
We didn't get torched.
We didn't really get torched, but
we let Trevor Lawrence have a good game.
Yeah.
That is heart-wrenching. And Aaron Rodgers, like you said last time, he just walked all over us. Now he's Devontae Adams. So I just think that he's going to have a big game. And I didn't put Breece Hall on this list because I honestly think that practices we're going to be focusing on Breece Hall so much that I think we're going to be able to contain him.
That's interesting. I don't know. Maybe. I still have Breece Hall on here. Good running back, Patriots, bad run defense. That's all I wrote. That sums it up. All right. Let's get to our score prediction. Austin, why don't you go first? Did you write it down?
No.
Okay. I don't have anything right now. Do you?
38-13.
Jets? Yeah. I think that's where the Jacksonville game could have gone last week if they didn't run the ball 17 times down your throat. But they did. So, yeah, let's think. I think it's going to be a little closer than that. I'm going to go like 28-17 maybe. They're going to come out. It's going to be a get-right game for them. Yeah. But that's all that we have for the Jets because we are going quick. And you're probably like, hey, I want to hear about this game. Guess what? We're going to lose, so I don't want to talk about it. We got ourselves the Glory Days podcast where we got ourselves a little tournament here. Austin's raising his hand. Yes?
Sorry, Paul. Yeah. If the Jets win, maybe you'll be able to come on the post game.
Maybe. Yeah, he could. He's a Jets fan. All right. So we got ourselves the greatest team of all time tournament here, NCAA style. And we're not going to obviously be playing the games to see who would win. We're going to be debating, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, if we pick the same team, they move on. Here's the brackets. We got the 2000 bracket and we got the 2010 bracket. It's simple as that. Number 1 seed for the 2000s, 2007, 16-0. Number 2 seed for the 2000s, 2003. They're taking on the 5 seed, 2006. And then we got the 3 seed, 2004, taking on the 4 seed, 2001. That's that bracket. Then we got the 2010 side, 2016, the number 1 seed. The number 2 seed, 2014, going against the number 5 seed, 2011. Number 3 seed, 2018, against the number 4 seed, 2017. The 1 seeds get buys. They move on to the next round. Wait, we messed this up. Because they move on to the championship, I guess. No, they move on to the semis. Yeah, they move on to the semis automatically because they're just so good. I think I know what the semis are going to be for the 2010, but I don't know for the 2000 other side. Let's get into the first matchup of the day. We're going to go 2 versus 5, 2014, 2011. Let's have a debate, Austin. Pick a side. 14 versus 11.
I'm going to go 2014.
Me too. I love 2014. It's going to be a common theme here. It's the first year I started watching football, and I really started understanding what was happening. And that's my favorite team of all time. I will die on a hill saying that they're the greatest team of all time. So I think we know who I'm going to be arguing for this one. But if you follow me on Instagram, you know that. And Austin probably knows that. Let's pretend like he does, even if he didn't. But yeah, I love this 2014 team. I kind of got in a little bit of a something. I was just thinking about the 2011 team today. Just looking at some Brandon Spikes pictures. Just, on Getty Images. So, but yeah, I like the 2011 team, but they were really good. They just didn't finish the job. So,
They're just no match for the 2014 team.
Yeah, 2014 team. What a team. We'll get into a little bit more when we're actually debating, but when we agree, then yeah, whatever. All right, 2014 moves on to the something round. Now we're gonna go to the other side. We're gonna go with the same 2 versus 5, 2003 versus 2006. Unanimously, we're gonna pick 2003 probably. So you got 2003 in this one too.
Yeah, no debate.
Yeah, 2006 they lose to the Colts in the AFC Championship game. They probably would have won that Super Bowl, but 2 seed. 03 advances. Now we get into some fun ones here. 2004 versus 2001. What do you got, Austin?
Hold up 1 second. I'm just trying to pull something up real quick. Don't mind me.
Okay.
2004 versus 2001.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go 2004.
Okay. Talk to me.
Well, the 2004. I feel like that's the time when the Patriots started to become the Patriots. I know they had a couple seasons previous, but this is just Tom Brady. We know everyone in the NFL knew Tom Brady's name. I feel like at this time, and they knew that he was going to be here for a long time, and that this is when they knew the Patriots were going to be the best team ever.
Okay. Yeah, 14-2 in 04. Yeah, I think so. 2001, it wasn't as good of a team if we're talking statistically, record-wise, but they rallied. Those guys rallied. So there's an argument for 2001 here. And I'm just going to play the argument, see if we can get a little 2001 here, Austin. So this team was a Cinderella story. Nobody thought they could do it. The 2004 Patriots, back-to-back Super Bowl champions. Everybody knew this team. Tom Brady has to step in for an injured Drew Bledsoe after he goes down to a Mo Lewis hit and has internal bleeding and is out for a while.
That is against the Jets.
That was against the Jets. Wow. Okay. Patriots Dynasty. Maybe no, never mind. Okay. Yeah, so this 2001 team, absolutely magical. They go out, they put up a dud against the Bengals in week 1. Then it's the Jets and their star quarterback, who they just paid the largest contract in NFL history, which was 100% not deserved. Drew Bledsoe was not the greatest quarterback of all time. Really did not deserve a sack. He's kind of like Trevor Lawrence to me. He wasn't great. He couldn't really throw the ball because he had shoulder surgery in 96 or 7 or something. And from there on, he wasn't great. I'm not sure why they gave him that contract. Anyways, that was a rant. Anyways, then you lose, but then you go out on a magical run. You lose to the St. Louis Rams, the greatest show on turf. But guess what? That didn't matter because they didn't even think it was going to be close. And they go out and they fight them. And from that moment on, they knew that they had a shot at this. And they knew that they were going to take them on in the Super Bowl. They go in at home, last game at Foxborough Stadium ever, with the blue walls. Everybody knows the blue walls. In the snow. The tuck rule game. Oh my goodness, the tuck rule game. And then you go into Pittsburgh, where they're already packing their bags for the Super Bowl. They don't think you have a shot. And your star quarterback, well, not really your star, but your quarterback goes down, Tom Brady, with a knee injury. And then your backup, or your star, or whatever, Drew Bledsoe comes in. And he wins that game for you. And then there's more debate. Who should start, Brady or Bledsoe? Belichick sticks with Brady like he had the entire season. And the team goes on to beat the greatest show on turf in a last-second field goal attempt against the St. Louis Rams. That's why 2001 should have an argument. Austin, do you change your opinion after this?
No. But you're superhuman. I have no idea how you do that. You're superhuman. You know every single thing about that. All right, Patriots, like you said, back-to-back Super Bowl winners. When do you see that? In the Super Bowl, 2004.
Wow,
Super
you
Bowl.
see that this year. Or last year. You saw that last year because the Chiefs went back-to-back. Bad example, Austin.
Well, back-to-back Super Bowl champions. That had not happened recently before then.
Yeah.
The Patriots won. The Patriots went on and won 32-29 against the Carolina Panthers. A nail biter. You have to love it.
No, they beat the Eagles that year. It was in 2005. You probably looked up Super Bowl 2004.
What?
Look up Super Bowl 2005. They beat the Eagles, and Donovan McNabb was throwing up in the huddle, so they couldn't run their 10-minute offense. Okay, we're gonna edit that out.
So like I said, in 2005 Super Bowl, the Patriots beat the Eagles 24-21. Like I said, a nail biter. MVP Deion Branch. He's one of the best Patriots wide receivers ever.
Wait, funny story about Deion Branch real quick. So when we were at training camp for the Eagles practice, me and Austin I got Deion Branch's autograph, and he signed it number 82, and he never wore 80. I checked, he didn't wear 82 with the Eagles. The Seahawks, and he never wore 82 with the Patriots. So I was like, wait, huh? So he signed. He doesn't know what number it is. Anyways, back to your thing.
That is an amazing story, and I'm still salty how I did not get his autograph.
Or anyone's.
No, exactly. He got Saquon Barkley, and who did I get? I don't know.
No.
No.
You got Jonas Gray. Hey, we're gonna talk about Jonas Gray in a little bit, so keep going.
Yes. Like I said, Deion Branch, one of the best Patriots wide receivers ever. I will die on that ledge. Who won MVP that game, and at the time, that was one of the most watched Super Bowls ever. And there's a reason, because that was one of the best Patriots teams ever.
Okay, I'll let you win that one. I agreed with you anyway, so. But 04. All right, 03 versus 04, that's 2 seed. All right, let's go to the next one here. 2018 versus 2017. Who you got?
17.
Go. Hot take. Tell me why.
Okay.
They didn't win the Super Bowl.
Wait. Never mind, I did my math wrong. I do not agree with 17.
Okay, tell me why.
I might have looked up 2017 Super Bowl and got the Atlanta Falcons. So, I'm going to go with the 2018 team because that was the Patriots. Gronk, Edelman, Brady.
It wasn't. 17, they had Gronk and Brady.
Yeah, but 18 was better.
Why?
They won the Super Bowl.
True, but 17 was a better team.
Yeah, but did they win the Super Bowl?
No, and there was total destruction in 17 also. Brady and Gronk, it was a terrible year for the coaching. There was mutiny in the locker room. Just kidding, there wasn't. But they were teetering on mutiny. No, it wasn't great in the locker room in 17, but they were a hell of a team. They were better than 18. They just ran into a good opponent in the Philadelphia Eagles. Sean McVay was starstruck in that game. It was a 13-3 Super Bowl. That team does not beat the Philadelphia Eagles. They don't put up 33 points against the Eagles. That team's defense was unreal. 17's defense was terrible. But 17, they probably win the Super Bowl if Belichick doesn't bench Malcolm Butler to cap off that year just so perfectly. Just the way that he just benched him because that season was just going terribly for the locker room, the morality. And then they just bench their cornerback one, who was playing really bad. Let's say that. Or cornerback two, because Gilmore was on the team. But I got to go 17. I think they're the better team. And that's what we're looking at. Yes, the Super Bowl really helps in 18. And I probably should have had 2017 as that number 3 seed because they were the better team. They had a better record. They didn't lose to bad teams. They lost the opener. They started 2-2 actually. They lost the opener to Kansas City, who had Patrick Mahomes. He wasn't starting, but they weren't a bad team. They made the playoffs. I don't know who else they lost to, but we look at that. Okay, wait, I actually kind of changed my opinion. I'm going to go with 2018. I said it all from the jump. We're going to go 2018, actually, because I kind of thought about that Super Bowl run that they had, and I was like, they had a tough Super Bowl run. They went against Marcus Mariota and Blake Bortles and Nick Foles, and they lost to one of those teams. So, yeah, we're going to go 18. I changed my opinion because, yeah, that's just probably – they weren't a better team, but they did have harder Super Bowl run. All right. So now we got 14-18. We haven't talked about 16. Okay, so I think there's an easy one that we can just get out of the way real quick. So 2014 versus 2018. Who you got?
I go 2014.
Yep, me too. We don't have to talk about it. All right, 16 versus 14. That's going to be your AFC Championship game.
I know this.
Now, 2003, 2004. Big argument here. Go.
Oh, I'm up first. Okay. I am going to go
Oh, I don't know who I'm going to.
the 2003 team.
Okay, tell me why.
So, the 2003 Patriots, they went 14-2.
They did.
Yep, you see that. I pulled out a stat. The only teams they lost to were the Pittsburgh Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger, and the Dolphins. Was that still? No.
They didn't lose to Ben Roethlisberger that year. He was a rookie in
not.
2004.
They did not lose to Ben Roethlisberger, guys. What was the thing, Berg? They did not lose to him. They just lost to the Steelers and the Dolphins because they were bad. No, I'm kidding. They're really good. But they are one of the best Patriots teams ever, and I might only be saying that for this argument, but they still are because they beat the Carolina Panthers. Like I said earlier, they beat the Carolina Panthers.
I'll be back in 1 second. Keep talking. I need to say something real quick.
They beat the Carolina Panthers, and that was the most watched Super Bowl up to its time. 89.5 million people tuned in to watch the Patriots whoop the Panthers.
Okay, I got something just so I could have looked it up on my phone, but it was right there. So, anyways, 2004. I'm going to argue for you. I like the 2003 team, but well, maybe we can convince ourselves here. You also go 14-2 in 2004. Sorry, also go 14-2, and you had the longest win streak. That year was capped. That started off. You had the longest win streak of any team ever. I think it was 21. So that continued from 3 to 4, 03 to 04. But who did it get ended by? You mentioned them. Take a guess. Take a wild guess. Who did the winning streak get ended by in the regular season?
The Panthers.
No. The team that you mentioned that you got wrong, their quarterback.
Steelers.
Yep. Rookie Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers ended that win streak. And, excuse me, and you lose to another team. Don't know who that was. Doesn't matter. You go 14-2, and guess what? You're going into the playoffs. You got to play Peyton Manning and the Colts. And guess what? They got Edgerrin James. They got Peyton Manning. They got Reggie Wayne. They got someone else that I can't remember his name. They got Jeff Saturday at center. They got a hell of a football team that year. I think he was the MVP that year. Yeah, co-MVP with Donovan McNabb that year. And guess what? You pound the ball down their throat. Dwight Freeney on the defensive side. You pound the ball down their throat with Corey Dillon. I don't know the stats, but I know he scored twice, I think. You pounded the ball down their throat and beat the Colts 20-3. Next up, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh, like 2001. And this is the best team in the league. 15-1. They didn't lose with Roethlisberger. He's undefeated up to this point. The loss was week 1 with the other quarterback that played in 2001 and 2003. I don't know his name. I think it was like Hurd or something. Potentially wrong about that. Austin, can you verify that real quick? 2001 Steelers quarterback. Okay, anyways. You go in to Heinz Field. And you got the Steelers. The 15-1 Steelers. And guess what? You absolutely... What was his name?
Cordell Stewart.
Yeah, Cordell Stewart, sorry. And you go and you blow them out. You blow out the 15-1 Steelers in their home. And now you got the Eagles with Andy Reid, with Donovan McNabb, with T.O., who's playing on a broken leg, who puts up like 100 yards, which is kind of embarrassing. But it's okay. And guess what? You rally, and you beat them. Capped off by a Rodney Harrison in a game-winning interception. And the Patriots are back-to-back Super Bowl champions. And yeah, that's all I got to say.
Okay, gotta got a little rebuttal for you here.
Okay.
So, the Patriots, they lose to the Pittsburgh Steelers, right?
Mm-hmm.
They let up 250 passing yards.
Okay.
And then they play them again in the playoffs, and they win. Except that they still give up a lot of passing yards, 200. But they hold them to... Oh, actually, they let up more rushing yards. The Patriots beat the team that they lost to.
Which year are we talking?
I'm talking about 2004.
Oh, I thought you were arguing for 2003.
That I am. What was I saying?
Wait, I'll be back.
So I forgot what I was saying, but anyways.
Okay, keep talking.
Then they came back and they beat the Steelers, who they lost to, and then they also played Peyton Manning too on the Colts with that whole team.
In 2004 or 2003?
3, I think.
No, they didn't. They didn't beat the Steelers in the playoffs.
Not the Steelers. What? Oh, no, 2004.
Dude, Austin is getting mixed up with his time periods. I'm using the DVDs for reference real quick.
I'm so confused, guys. This is my bad. Long day. Work, PSATs, a lot.
DVDs, PSATs.
Good one. Yeah, so I'm doing 2004.
No, you're doing 2003.
What?
I thought you were arguing for 2003.
No, I was arguing for 2004.
No, you weren't. You were arguing for 2003. Roll the tape back. So we agree on 2004 then?
Yes.
Okay, 2004 moves on to play 2007. Anyway.
If I said 2003, I meant 2004.
Oh, that's... Okay, so we were arguing for the same thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I got 2 DVDs next to me.
I was arguing for 2003.
Oh. But you already said 2004 won, so that's too bad. All right, here we go. We got the semis. 2016 versus 2014. Austin, go.
2016.
No. Let's argue about it. I'm very passionate about this. This is the first one that I've actually disagreed on. You. Go for 16. Tell me why 16, and I'll tell you why you're wrong.
You are mentally unstable. 2016 was the best Super Bowl ever to be played in NFL history.
No, it wasn't. 2014 was better Super Bowl.
Malcolm Butler made 1 interception. Julian Edelman. Oh, we've had this argument before.
Yeah, but it didn't get. We can do it again because it didn't get saved.
Oh yeah, because you cut out.
Yeah.
Julian Edelman had the best play ever in NFL history, ever. No matter what. Think the helmet catch? No, Julian Edelman's 2 inches off the ground, and he makes that catch, and they come back 28-3, third quarter, some quarter. It is the best NFL game ever.
Okay, but we're arguing team. It's not the best NFL game of all time because, yeah, they came back in the Super Bowl, but that's not. It was a back and forth game in 14. They had to overcome 10. Yes, 28-3 was cool. That was fun. We all loved that. That was the second greatest game of all time. 2014 Super Bowl was the greatest game of all time. Let's start it off. Let's start it off here. All right, we start off the game. Patriots drive down the field, intercepted by Bobby Lane, tackled out of bounds by Julian Edelman. He breaks his arm. Bobby Lane. He's out for the game. They lose one of their best corners. We go back. Next drive. Or a few drives. Whatever. I don't know the drives. Back. Patriots. Brady steps up. JoJo LaFell over the middle. Touchdown Patriots. 7-0. Seattle comes back. Touchdown Marshawn Lynch. 7-7. Patriots come back before the half. Touchdown Rob Gronkowski over KJ Wright. Makes it 14-7. There's a minute left in the game. In the half, sorry. Chris Matthews, the guy that recovered the onside kick the week prior against Green Bay, comes back. Touchdown. They drive down the field over Kyle Arrington. That prompts them to stop. They're like, nah, we're done with Kyle Arrington. We're going with number 21, this UDFA, Malcolm Butler. Malcolm Butler's now on the field. Guess what? They kick a field goal. Then guess what? Seattle does. So now it's 17-14, but guess what? Doug Baldwin, number 89, on your best player, one of your best players, and could have won the MVP that year, Darrelle Revis. He's able to score a touchdown. number 25 on Seattle. You know who that is, Austin?
Tyler Lockett.
25 on Seattle?
Marshawn Lynch.
Nope. Richard Sherman. Puts up the 2-4. Says taunt Darrelle Revis. And it was over from there. They didn't score again. Touchdown. Danny Amendola. 21-24. Next drive. Brady. Or maybe it was the same drive as the other one. Brady. On a play that I don't know what it's called because I'm not a football guy. In cut, comes back out. You know what I mean. Comes back out. Brady misses Edelman. Incomplete. Next drive, they come back to the same play. Touchdown. Seattle hits Marshawn Lynch on a little, what do you want to call it, a wheel route for a big gain. Then they go to Jermaine Kearse for one of the greatest catches of all time, where Deron Harmon, all he had to do, instead of jumping over Jermaine Kearse, he could have knocked it out on Malcolm Butler. Malcolm's subbed out of the game. He's pissed. Next play, they hand the ball to Marshawn Lynch. Stopped at the 1. Great tackle by Donta Hightower. Akeem Ayers. Make sure he doesn't extend the ball over the goal line. Next up, last play of the game. Well, not really, but last play for Seattle on offense. Seattle at the 1. Second down and goal. Russell Wilson, 3 wide receivers set. I believe it's going to be Ricardo Lockett lined up in the slot with, I'm not drawing this. Ricardo Lockett lined up right here. We got Jermaine Kearse lined up right here. Okay, so he's at the line of scrimmage and Ricardo Lockett's behind it. Got it? Do we got it? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Brandon Browner is pressing, what's his face? Who did I say? 15, whatever I said his name was. 15. And then he stops the pick from happening so Malcolm Butler can cut inside. And, I just broke the mic. And then pick off and get to the ball before Ricardo Lockett does. They collide. He steps in the end zone. Donta Hightower has the awareness to know that that's going to be a safety if he can't get out of there. So he pushes him out of the end zone, down at the 1. They get into a fight after. It is what it is. Take a knee. Game over. Patriots win their 4th. And that is why it's a better game than 2016. And I did not have anything up. I described that game straight from the dome. Nothing. I've watched it 150 times. That's how you know that I just know. So, Austin, how would you rate that performance of the game? Just straight from the memory.
I'm going to say this again. You are mentally insane. How do you know all that? You have that memorized. That is insane. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow. All right. So, to your point.
A little rusty on the details. I forgot, I can't remember his name. Jermaine Kearse. I forgot his name already. He was the guy with the catch. The great catch. Okay, anyways, keep going.
All right, so, to your point, it is one of the best Super Bowls ever. And one of the best Patriots teams ever. But they practiced that play.
They did. The Patriots did practice that play. And they didn't get it. And you know who was scoring on? Josh Boyce. He scored 2 touchdowns on Malcolm Butler because he couldn't stop the play. They knew they were going to run it. It was 100% successful in the regular season. Now, I know what you're trying to get at, that play was not great, or it wasn't practiced, because you can't practice a tip ball, but it was simply a tip drill where he dove and caught the ball. There was nothing that went into that play other than reactionary instincts and being able to catch the football. Yes, it was a great play, but you want to talk about a play that was practiced, a play that they thought, that was a play that they couldn't stop, the Patriots. And they stopped it because Brandon Browner knew what he was doing, because Donta Hightower knew what he was doing, because Malcolm Butler knew what he was doing. And they were able to stop the play. That's why I think it's a better play. And we really went off track. We're talking about team, and now we're talking about individual play.
Well, because I think the play makes the season. The Super Bowl
No.
makes the season. Yes.
No.
Come on.
2016 team was good because you know why they were good? You know why we gave them the number 1 seed? Because they went 3-1 without Brady.
Yeah. That's why they're the best Patriots team ever.
No. They went 3-1 without Brady.
Yes.
And they went with Jacoby Brissett and Jimmy Garoppolo, which seems even more improbable now.
I know.
But they came back. They lost to Seattle that year in the regular season on the goal line. So realistically, they probably should have been 16-0, if we're being honest. But that doesn't matter.
They lost to the Bills too.
Yeah, the Bills was the team with Jacoby Brissett.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm going to go 14. I gave you my case. Now give me your case for 16.
All right. So the Patriots went 14-2 again. And
Well, 12-4 and 14, just so you know.
What?
They went 12-4 in 2014.
Oh yeah, exactly.
They lost to the Oh wait, let's see who. Holy crap! I opened up Instagram, and it says I got 100 likes since the last time I've been on Instagram. That's pretty cool. Anyways, keep going.
12-2. No, 12-4. No one wants to go 12-4. Ew. They want to go 14-2. We beat Ben Roethlisberger. Oh my goodness. Twice. Once in the regular season. Once in the playoffs. They beat the Houston Texans. Whoever their quarterback was, nobody knows.
It was Brock Osweiler.
Ain't no way this kid knows that. He has issues. Then they went.
In that game, Deion Lewis scored 3 touchdowns on 3 different phases of the game. He had a rushing touchdown, a receiving touchdown, and a kickoff return for a touchdown.
How do you know that?
Because I made a post about it, and I also watched the game.
Have you watched every game in Patriots history?
No, not even close. I've watched every game since 2014, though. So, that's how I know that.
And guess what else happened that season?
In 16? Deflategate? Brady got suspended?
Yes, but that's not what I'm going at.
Give me a hint, and then I'll guess it. Because there's a lot of things that happened that season.
On a Saturday game, December 24th.
That was late in the season. Saturday game? Who's it against? Oh, Miami? Was that the game where Michael Floyd had the big block? No.
That's the game after.
What was the game before that? Saturday? Who are they playing? Tell me who they're playing.
They'll give it away.
No, was it what division?
Our division.
So it wasn't against Miami. Could have been against the Jets. Wait, December 24th. That was the Christmas game against the Jets when they put up like 50, right?
41-3.
Yeah, 41-3.
The Jets, like we're gonna do tomorrow, and 41-3. When's the last time the Patriots have done that?
They put up 50 against Jacksonville in 21. They put up 40 against the Browns in 22 with Zappy. Against Jacoby Brissett.
Yes, we know. Zappy is the best quarterback ever to touch a football, so we can't make that.
Okay, but in 14 in the AFC Championship game, they won 45-7 against Andrew Luck and the Colts.
Okay, fine. Can we just agree on this? The Falcons' Super Bowl was the best Super Bowl in NFL history.
It was number 2. Okay, it was fun for one quarter.
It was the best comeback in NFL history.
Yeah, it was the best comeback, but it wasn't the best game. They were getting blown out for 3 quarters. Brady had a pick 6. Devonta Freeman had a touchdown. 2 maybe. And what was the other one that they had?
I used to love Devonta Freeman, man.
Yeah, me too. Actually not really. Mohamed Sanu was on that Falcons team who we traded a 2nd-round pick for. That's how I knew who he was. But who else they had? They had Gabriel on that team. They had Julio Jones on that team. Matt Ryan, BC legend. Yeah, I remember this kid at our school. He was on our baseball team. I'm not going to say his name. He had a Matt Ryan Super Bowl 51 jersey, and he used to wear it to school all the time because his dad went to BC, and I was like, yeah, that's disgusting. And it was like after they lost, too. Anyways, so we're going to agree that we don't know what we're going to agree on. 14 or 16?
I think we should both give them the win because they are both going to beat the 2000s teams.
I don't know. Let's go. I'm going to say 14 because that's what I'm rooting for. How about we do rock, paper, scissors? Ready? Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper.
Ha!
No, you cheated. I know you cheated. All right, we're going 16. We're going 16 because Austin won. I don't agree. It was lost on rock, paper, scissors. All right, we're 40 minutes into this. We're almost done.
2016 is better. Okay, continue.
2007 versus 2004. Go.
I'm going to go 4.
Wrong. Okay. Let's tell you why you're wrong. 2007. 16. What did you say?
I agree.
Yeah. So 2007.
Yeah, I was kidding.
Oh, okay. So we're not arguing. All right. 2007 versus 2016. I think 2014 should be in this. I think 2007. 2007 was the greatest team outside of 2014. No, it was probably better than 2000. Okay, 2006, you lose to the Colts in the AFC Championship game, and you just think they just can't get it done. They need some offensive weapons. And you know who was also thinking that? Bill Belichick and Scott Pioli. So you know what they do? They go out. Not only do they get Randy Moss, they also get Wes Welker. Not only do they get Wes Welker, they get Dante Stallworth. You load up that wide receiver room. You also grab, who was their running back? Shoot. Oh no. Okay. Forgetting their running back's name. I wasn't alive. Anyways, we're not making excuses here though. They also grabbed their running back in the draft. He wasn't great. He played 4 seasons in the NFL. Austin, you mind look him up for me? 2007 Patriots running back. It wasn't Falk. Don't do Falk. But he was on that team. But not Kevin Falk. Anyways, the 2007 team, they steamrolled everyone. Their defense was great, and they didn't have Richard Seymour for half the year. He came back, I think it was he started practicing against the Commanders. Don't ask how I know that. He came back from IR right before the Commanders game in 2007, and I only know that, and I'm not going to tell you how I know that, but I just do. Anyways, they beat the Dolphins. They put up like 40 points in the first half against the Dolphins, and then they only won by like 20 points or something like that, or maybe even less than that. But yeah, anyways, 2007 was just better. Even if the way it ended just wasn't great, I think 2007 is the greatest team ever. 16-0, you never see that. The Chiefs aren't going to go 17-0 this year. They're not as good as the Patriots. And even if they do, the Patriots were blowing teams out 16-0 versus 14-2. Brady was threw for like 50 touchdowns. Moss, greatest receiving season of all time. I can't read that.
Was it Kyle Eckel?
No, keep going.
Lawrence Maroney?
Yeah, Lawrence Maroney. He wasn't great, but yeah. Honestly, I think Moss, 23 touchdowns, you'll never see that again. I don't think anyone else did that. So, yeah, that's why I have 2007.
Okay, so, I don't... One second.
All right. I see it. Yeah, I see it.
No, I don't need... Look at that. Look at the ball.
Yeah, it's in the air.
Yeah, by this much.
All right.
Ready? Yo, hold up your pinky like this. Now, the ball was half the height of your pinky away from the ground.
All right, you win. I think 2016 is pretty better. I don't know if they're better, but they won the Super Bowl. You got to give it to them. They probably could have gone 16-0, and honestly, I'm not too mad at this. 2016, you are the greatest team of all time. I think 14 is better, but whatever. That'll pretty much do it for this PRT. We'll see you back after the game. Maybe we'll do it Sunday. Nah, probably not, actually. I have a test on Monday. So, no, we won't. Yeah, so we're doing it on Monday night. So, we'll see ya tomorrow, or Monday. Hopefully the Patriots win.